Did you know that every 5 minutes, a senior over 60 suffers a fall so severe they never fully walk again? This isn't just about clumsiness or bad luck. It is often the final, catastrophic consequence of an invisible condition. By the time you finish this crucial segment, 3 more older adults will be hospitalized due to this silent thief. I am Dr. Hope, and for years I have seen patients and research subjects struggling with what they think is inevitable aging, but what we in the medical community recognize as sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the clinical term for age-related muscle loss, and it starts silently, without warning. One day, your legs feel tired. The next, stairs become harder. Then your balance slips, and finally, the devastating fall occurs. The truth that 99% of seniors miss is this: sarcopenia is not an automatic sentence. This condition can be slowed, it can be reversed, and it can even be prevented entirely. The key, the biological trigger for muscle maintenance and regrowth, is specific, strategic protein intake. And we are not talking about expensive powders or hard-to-cook meats. A pivotal 2023 study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Aging delivered a shocking finding. Simply adding 25 grams of strategic whole food protein per day led to a 28% greater muscle retention in seniors. This was achieved with no workouts, no pills, and no surgery. This proves that the right food, consumed at the right time, is the most powerful anti-aging muscle medicine available. For many years, the standard advice has been insufficient. We have learned that after age 60, your body develops a profound resistance to the muscle-building signals of protein. You could eat a massive steak, and much of that protein would simply be used for energy or wasted. We call this phenomenon anabolic resistance. The older muscle is essentially deaf to the signal to grow, requiring a louder, more concentrated signal to flip the muscle-building switch. This is why total quantity alone fails, and why strategy, using high leucine, high bioavailability, and perfectly timed foods, is the only way to win this battle. In the next 30 minutes, I will reveal the 7 cheapest, most potent, high-protein whole foods, ranked from helpful to life-changing. These are not trendy, exotic superfoods. They are practical, affordable staples sitting in your grocery store right now, costing less than a cup of coffee. We are going to expose the common mistakes seniors make with each food, mistakes in preparation, timing, and portion, that completely negate their muscle benefits. Here is the roadmap for the science we will unlock. First, we address the strategic minimum, the simple, cheap food that provides the specific amino acid to overcome anabolic resistance. Second, we tackle the nocturnal threat, the protein designed to feed your muscles for 7 hours straight while you sleep. Third, we focus on the foundation, the forgotten amino acids that hold your muscles and joints together. Fourth, we look at the perfect breakfast, the highly digestible protein that works in sync with your morning hormones. Fifth, we explore the plant-based protein that contains its own digestive enzymes, bypassing a major hurdle for older guts. Sixth, we reveal the $1 food that naturally fuels your muscles with pure contraction power. And finally, the number 1 food, the unique dairy protein that bypasses insulin resistance to rebuild you at the cellular level. This is not just a list. It is a clinical strategy for reclaiming your independence. The crisis of sarcopenia must be addressed through a shift in thinking. The problem is not just muscle quantity, it is muscle quality, function, and signaling. When your muscles vanish, you lose your metabolic engine, your balance system, and your independence insurance. They are crying out for these specific proteins that work with your aging body, not against it. Let us begin this essential journey towards strength and vitality right now. We start our list with a food that is essential for overcoming the single biggest cellular barrier to muscle growth in older adults: anabolic resistance. This is the condition where your muscles become deaf to the signal to build, even when you consume protein. Regular chicken or fish often fail because the signal is too weak, but our number 7 food contains a specific amino acid that delivers a deafening, immediate muscle-building trigger. These bright green soybeans contain levels of the amino acid leucine that rival expensive whey protein powders. And, crucially, they trigger muscle protein synthesis in aging bodies within 30 minutes of eating them. Leucine is the absolute key, acting as the on switch for muscle growth, and it is the most critical branch-chain amino acid required to overcome anabolic resistance. To flip that muscle-building switch, your body needs a minimum of 2.5 grams of leucine per meal. Most common protein sources require massive portions to hit this target, which can be difficult for an aging digestive system to handle. But 1 cup of shelled edamame delivers 2.2 grams of leucine. Beyond this, edamame is rich in compounds called isoflavones, which specifically combat the age-related muscle inflammation that further contributes to muscle breakdown. A significant 2022 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging found that seniors who ate edamame just 3 times weekly increased their grip strength by 18% compared to those eating the same amount of protein from other sources. This is a profound difference that speaks directly to the bioavailable power of its protein structure. Now, here is the protocol for maximizing the benefits of this inexpensive food, and it centers entirely on timing and preparation, which most people get wrong. The preparation trick. Always buy frozen, shelled edamame from any grocery store. You must boil them for exactly 5 minutes, not longer. Overboiling will destroy the delicate leucine structure, reducing its effectiveness. The timing secret, the 3 p.m. rule. Most people toss edamame into stir-fries or salads, which is a mistake. Nutritionists often forget to mention that edamame protein absorbs 40% better when eaten alone between meals rather than with other foods. This is because competing amino acids from mixed meals actually block leucine absorption at the intestinal wall. The peak window for this anabolic signal is around 3 p.m. Eating 1 cup of edamame solo as an afternoon snack with just a sprinkle of sea salt right around 3 p.m. when your cortisol naturally dips provides maximum muscle protection. This snack arrives precisely when your body typically starts breaking down tissue for energy, ensuring you sustain your muscles through the crucial afternoon window. Think about this. 3 weeks from now, you could picture yourself opening that stubborn pickle jar with ease, or standing up from your grandchild's low couch without needing the armrest. That is the immediate, tangible effect of consistent, precise leucine timing on your muscle response. To maintain consistency, store your edamame in portion-sized bags in the freezer and set a daily phone reminder for your 3 p.m. snack time. Remember, with this particular protein, the consistency and timing of the leucine signal matter far more than just the raw quantity. While edamame works powerfully from the inside to signal growth, our next food addresses the critical issue of sustaining that growth and preventing the disastrous overnight breakdown that accelerates muscle loss after age 60. While edamame focuses on triggering immediate muscle growth, our next food addresses a critical crisis that happens every single night: nocturnal catabolism. This is the process where your sleeping muscles literally consume themselves for fuel because they have run out of amino acids from dinner. This overnight muscle breakdown accelerates significantly after age 60 and is one of the primary drivers of sarcopenia. Plain Greek yogurt delivers casein protein, a slow-releasing protein structure that is fundamentally different from the fast-acting whey or leucine found in edamame. Casein acts like a time-release capsule for your muscles, feeding them for up to 7 hours straight, effectively preventing the overnight muscle self-consumption that sabotages your strength gains. Regular yogurt simply will not stop this process because it is mostly water and fast-digesting sugar. However, true Greek yogurt, which has been strained 3 times, contains a concentrated 20 grams of slow-releasing protein per cup. A major 2021 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition confirmed the power of this evening strategy, showing that seniors eating Greek yogurt before bed maintained 31% more muscle mass over 6 months compared to those eating the same calories from carbohydrate snacks. This happens because the muscles spend the night rebuilding and sustaining instead of breaking down. Here is the precise, science-backed protocol for maximizing this overnight protection. The timing and type rule. You must eat exactly 1 cup of plain, full-fat Greek yogurt 30 minutes before bed. The full-fat version is essential. The low-fat versions often spike insulin, which can actually block muscle repair signals. The absorption tripler trick. The preparation secret that can triple absorption is mixing in 1 teaspoon of ground flax seeds. Ground flax seeds provide essential omega-3s that help the large casein protein molecules cross into the muscle cells more efficiently. Many people either skip this step entirely or use whole flax seeds, which pass through the body undigested. By grinding them, you unlock the necessary fatty acids to make the casein maximally effective. The label check. Only buy brands that explicitly list live active cultures on the label. These beneficial bacteria improve protein absorption by as much as 25%. You must also avoid any Greek yogurt that contains cheap thickeners like cornstarch or gelatin, as these dilute the actual protein concentration that you need for protection. Imagine waking up without that characteristic morning stiffness, feeling stronger rather than weaker after a night's rest. This is the result of creating a sustained protein buffer that lasts until breakfast. When you sleep, your muscles are literally hungry, breaking down the very tissue you need to stay strong and independent. While this protein protects you through the night, our next food focuses not on the muscle fiber itself, but on the crucial connective tissue that holds your entire strength and movement structure together. Greek yogurt secures your muscles against the night, but our number 5 food goes deeper, repairing the essential framework that connects your muscles to your bones, your connective tissue. After age 60, your body's natural production of collagen, the main protein in this framework, drops by 50%. This is why your muscles might feel strong, but disconnected, struggling to work together when you lift something heavy or try to catch yourself from falling. When this framework fails, strength is useless. Real bone broth, made from beef bones simmered for 24 hours, contains high concentrations of the amino acids glycine and proline. These are the specific building blocks your body desperately needs to rebuild the connective tissue and the integrity of your tendons and ligaments. The supplement industry sells collagen powders for a high price, but homemade bone broth delivers the same amino acids, plus crucial minerals like phosphorus and magnesium, which directly activate muscle contractions. A 2023 study in the Journal of Functional Foods found that seniors who drank 8 ounces of bone broth daily reduced their muscle soreness by 43% and significantly increased their range of motion in just 4 weeks. This improvement is not muscle growth. It is structural stability, which is often the missing link in senior strength. To get these benefits, you must adhere to a specific preparation protocol that ensures maximum nutrient extraction and bioavailability. The bone choice. Buy grass-fed beef bones with marrow from your butcher. They are typically under $3 per pound. The marrow contains essential fats and nutrients that improve overall health. The crucial extraction step. Roast the bones at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes until they are brown. Then, simmer them in a slow cooker with 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar for exactly 24 hours. This vinegar step, which is often forgotten in simple recipes, is absolutely critical. It pulls the necessary minerals, like calcium and magnesium, from the bones, which your muscles need for proper contraction and nerve signaling. Without the acid, you are simply making expensive, flavored water. The fat retention rule. Most recipes incorrectly advise you to skim the layer of yellow fat off the top. Do not do this. That layer contains vitamin K2, a vital nutrient that directs calcium into your bones and teeth instead of allowing it to build up dangerously in your arteries. Leave the fat in and stir it back into each serving. Imagine bending down to pick up your groceries without that grinding sensation in your knees, or reaching overhead to change a light bulb without your shoulder catching. That is the immediate, life-changing difference when your connective tissue is finally getting the proteins it needs. For practical application, freeze your broth in ice cube trays, then transfer the cubes to bags. 4 cubes popped into hot water create an instant, powerful muscle-supporting drink that costs about 50 cents per serving. Bone broth repairs your internal framework, preparing you for the highly digestible, complete protein we need to discuss next. While bone broth lays the structural foundation, our number 4 food delivers a complete protein that your digestive system can actually handle, offering maximum bioavailability at the optimal time of day. After age 60, a major hurdle for muscle building is reduced stomach acid, which can decrease by up to 40%. This makes tough proteins, like steak or dense chicken breast, sit like a rock in your stomach for hours, delaying the amino acids from reaching your muscles when they are most receptive. Just 3 whole eggs deliver the highest protein quality score of any food, containing all 9 essential amino acids in the exact ratios your aging muscles need to rebuild. For decades, seniors have been steered away from egg yolks due to a fear of cholesterol. However, the yolk is crucial. It contains vitamin D and B12 that specifically help muscles respond to the protein. Eating only egg whites is like trying to build a house with bricks but no mortar. The genius of the egg is its digestibility. Unlike steak, which struggles in a low-acid stomach, eggs digest completely in a mere 90 minutes. This delivers the necessary amino acids precisely when your muscles can use them most effectively. We have a precise 2-part strategy, a combination of preparation and timing that maximizes this benefit. The preparation trick, the soft boil advantage. To maximize muscle benefits, you must soft boil your eggs for exactly 6 minutes. The white should be firm, but the yolk must stay runny. This specific method preserves the heat-sensitive B vitamins that are often destroyed in hard-boiled eggs. These B vitamins are essential cofactors for muscle protein synthesis. The cortisol timing secret. The absolute best time to consume this protein is within 1 hour of waking. Why? Because your cortisol hormone is naturally highest in the morning. Cortisol, often viewed negatively, actually plays a vital role in this context. It helps shuttle amino acids into muscle cells during this specific window. Most seniors wait until late morning, by which point this critical hormonal window has closed. Furthermore, a 2022 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults eating 3 whole eggs at breakfast increased their muscle protein synthesis by 40% more than those eating an equivalent amount of protein from cereal with milk. The absorption rule. Here is a common error. Eating eggs with vegetables actually decreases protein absorption because plant fibers can trap amino acids. To maximize protein uptake, eat your eggs first, wait 10 minutes, and then consume your toast or vegetables. Finally, always buy pastured eggs, even if they cost $1 more per dozen, because they contain 3 times more vitamin D than conventional eggs. Vitamin D deficiency is a major reason why many seniors struggle to build muscle, regardless of how much protein they consume. Picture yourself cracking open eggs without struggling with the shell, whisking them without your wrist aching, and lifting the pan with one hand. These are the signs of strength improvement that happen when your muscles get the bioavailable protein they can actually use. Eggs work fast, but our number 3 food contains a unique protein that actively signals your muscles to grow using a mechanism scientists have only recently confirmed. Eggs provide fast-acting, high-quality protein, but our number 3 food offers a powerful plant-based solution that completely bypasses the digestive challenges faced by seniors. The chicken breast, that sits like a rock in the stomach, is a common complaint, primarily because the body produces fewer digestive enzymes after age 60. Our solution is a food that contains its own enzymes, effectively helping to break down the protein for you. These tiny, nutty-tasting seeds contain a highly unique protein structure called estine. Your body recognizes estine as identical to the proteins in your own muscle tissue, triggering immediate repair and growth signals that most other plant proteins simply cannot match. This is a level of biorecognition that scientists have only confirmed in the last 5 years. The shocking truth about hemp hearts is their nutritional density and completeness. They contain all 20 amino acids, including the 9 essential ones your body cannot make. They are 25% complete protein by weight, which is a higher percentage than beef, and they digest in just 2 hours without any of the bloating or gas that beans or other legumes can cause. Their inherent enzyme content is the reason they are so easy on the aging gut. A 2023 study published in the European Journal of Nutrition showed compelling evidence. Seniors adding just 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts daily increased their lean muscle mass by 8% in 8 weeks, without changing anything else in their diet or workout routine. Here is the essential protocol for harnessing this strength-building power. The serving and timing rule. Sprinkle exactly 3 tablespoons of raw hemp hearts onto your morning oatmeal or yogurt. You must never cook them because heat instantly destroys their delicate enzyme content, negating their biggest digestive advantage. The storage secret, the freezer mandate. This is the insider knowledge even most health food stores miss. Hemp hearts must be stored in the freezer after opening. Their delicate proteins oxidize rapidly, within days at room temperature, turning rancid and actually causing inflammation instead of reducing it. Storing them cold preserves their powerful bioactive proteins. Always buy them in smaller bags, even if bulk is cheaper, to ensure freshness. Fresh, green hemp hearts deliver 10 times more bioactive proteins than old, brown, oxidized ones. Hemp hearts contain 0 THC and are completely legal. What they do contain is gamma-linolenic acid, GLA, which is a rare omega-6 fatty acid that specifically reduces muscle inflammation in aging bodies, further aiding in recovery. Imagine sprinkling these tiny seeds on your breakfast and feeling your energy increase within an hour. Not the crash you get from sugary cereals, but sustained strength that lasts until lunch. Hemp hearts signal growth, but our number 2 food provides a concentrated protein that directly fuels muscle contractions, offering raw, usable physical power. Hemp hearts improve growth signaling, but our number 2 food provides a concentrated, highly accessible protein that costs less than $1 per serving and delivers a compound that directly fuels muscle movement. Creatine. The problem destroying senior muscles is often not just lack of protein, but the lack of accompanying compounds, like omega-3 fatty acids, that help protein actually enter the muscle cells, and the lack of readily available fuel for contraction. 1 small tin of sardines packed in water contains approximately 23 grams of one of the most bioavailable proteins on Earth, coupled with natural creatine. Creatine directly fuels muscle contractions in ways that chicken and beef simply cannot match. Sardines solve 2 problems simultaneously. They provide the high-quality protein and the essential omega-3 fatty acids that help that protein cross into the muscle cells. This dual action is why Mediterranean seniors maintain muscle mass decades longer than Americans. These tiny fish are eaten whole, meaning their soft bones provide crucial calcium and vitamin D that work together to trigger muscle protein synthesis. Furthermore, being at the bottom of the food chain, they contain almost no mercury, unlike larger fish such as tuna or salmon. A 2022 study in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle found that eating sardines just twice weekly increased muscle strength by a remarkable 33% in adults over 65, outperforming any other fish tested. To maximize these unique benefits, a strict preparation and timing protocol is necessary. The packing rule. Buy sardines packed in water, not oil. The oil can actually block the absorption of water-soluble B vitamins that your muscles need for energy and function. The neutralization trick. Mash the sardines with a fork and spread them on whole grain crackers, but you must include a squeeze of lemon or some diced tomatoes. The preparation secret nobody discusses is that sardines need to be eaten with vitamin C, found in lemon or tomatoes, to neutralize compounds called purines. In sensitive individuals, purines can trigger gout, which is why many people eat them plain and then wonder why their joints hurt the next day. The timing rule. Consume this meal exactly 2 hours before or immediately after exercise. The creatine and highly bioavailable protein are best used to pre-fuel or immediately recover from a muscle-demanding activity. Imagine opening that tin with steady hands, not fumbling with the pull tab like you used to, and feeling your legs power upstairs without that burning sensation. This is the direct result of your muscles receiving creatine and omega-3s together. Stock your pantry with 8 tins at a time. Wild-caught Pacific sardines cost about $2 per tin, delivering more usable protein than a 15 steak that your aging digestive system struggles to break down. Sardines fuel your muscles with ocean power, but our number one food provides a unique protein that actively reverses age-related muscle loss at the cellular level. We have addressed signaling, overnight protection, structural integrity, quick morning uptake, enzyme assistance, and contraction fueling. Now we arrive at the absolute peak of muscle-building nutrition for the aging body. The food that contains a unique protein ratio designed to reverse age-related muscle loss at the cellular level by bypassing insulin resistance. Full-fat cottage cheese contains both whey and casein proteins in an ideal 20-80 ratio. This perfect balance ensures both immediate whey and sustained casein rebuilding, delivering a powerful 28 grams of protein per cup that absorbs more efficiently than virtually any powder or supplement. The medical mystery that often goes unexplained by doctors is that after age 60, your muscles develop a form of insulin resistance, specifically within the muscle tissue. This means that protein and amino acids cannot enter the muscle cells properly, even if they are abundant in your bloodstream. Cottage cheese offers the solution. It naturally contains high levels of branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs, that bypass the insulin pathway completely and enter the muscle cells directly. While expensive protein powders often sit undigested in your gut, causing bloating, cottage cheese's naturally cultured proteins come pre-digested with enzymes, which is why it has been the secret weapon of bodybuilders for half a century. A major 2023 study in the Journal of Gerontology Medical Sciences confirmed its superiority, showing that seniors eating 1 cup of cottage cheese before bed increased their overnight muscle synthesis by 52% and woke up with measurably less muscle stiffness. Here is the ultimate protocol for unlocking its full cellular repair potential. The type rule. You must buy only full-fat cottage cheese, 4% milk fat version, with live cultures listed on the label. The fat is essential because it contains conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, which specifically prevents muscle wasting in aging bodies, while the protein builds new tissue. Low-fat versions simply cannot achieve this activation. The acid timing game changer. This is the secret even many nutritionists miss. Cottage cheese protein absorbs 300% better when your stomach is slightly acidic. To achieve this, eat a small piece of pineapple or a few strawberries 10 minutes before the cottage cheese to naturally lower your stomach pH. The consumption window. Eat it straight from the container without mixing anything that dilutes the protein concentration. Time it for either 30 minutes before bed or immediately after any physical activity. Picture yourself getting up from bed without grabbing the nightstand, carrying all your groceries in one trip, and playing with grandchildren on the floor without worrying about getting back up. This is the independence that proper protein timing and cellular intervention creates. The brutal truth is that every single day you wait to fix your protein intake, you are losing muscle mass that becomes exponentially harder to rebuild after 60. But now you know exactly which foods can stop and even reverse this process. These muscles are your metabolic engine, your balance system, and your independence insurance. They are waiting for you to feed them properly. Start tomorrow morning with those 3 eggs. Pack hemp hearts for your afternoon snack and end your day with cottage cheese. This simple routine delivers over 70 grams of bioavailable protein that your muscles can actually use. The choice you make today determines whether you are opening jars and climbing stairs with confidence next month, or struggling with tasks that used to be automatic. We have journeyed through the science of senior muscle maintenance, understanding that this challenge is not about mass quantity, but strategic timing and specific compounds. We have armed you with the evidence-based knowledge to overcome anabolic resistance, neutralize nocturnal catabolism, and bypass cellular insulin resistance, all using foods that are accessible and inexpensive. Your muscles are the greatest asset to your long-term independence. By integrating these 7 affordable proteins into your daily life, prioritizing edamame at 3 p.m., casein before sleep, and whole eggs in the morning, you are not just eating for health. You are investing in your future vitality. The power to reverse age-related weakness is not hidden in expensive supplements. It resides in your grocery store. Take action with your very next meal and begin the process of reclaiming your strength today.